Hello, welcome to Math with Mr. Dobrescu, to the rescue. Let's continue with end of the year assessment review, Math 7-8, and now we are going to tackle question number 8. Select all the numbers below that are irrational. This is a big word, irrational, and this word can create a lot of confusion, and let's make it a little bit easier, hopefully. Let's take a look at what is an irrational number. An irrational number is a real number. Make sure it's a real number that cannot be expressed as a ratio of integers. Okay? And let's take a look at some of the examples. Square roots of non-perfect squares. Please remember that any number that cannot come out of a square root is called an irrational number. Most of the questions on our testing are going to give you this type of answers. A number that cannot come out of the square root. Those are called non-perfect squares. Square root of 2, irrational. Square root of 3, irrational. Square root of 5, irrational. Square root of 7, square root of 11, square root of 19, and so forth. All the numbers that cannot come out of the square root are called irrational. That's a big one. Let's put the star by this one. Next one, pi. Pi, remember everyone knows the pi, right? 3.14, but there are other digits that goes afterwards. 3.14, 15, 92, 65, and this continues. There's no pattern. The numbers are going to fluctuate. Pi, it's also an irrational number. Another one is the Euler's number, and this is approximately 2.71828118. And again, the numbers continue. There are no patterns, non-terminating, and another thing, non-repeating. Okay? Another one, golden ratio. Approximately 1.6180339, and the numbers continue. And finally, other non-terminating and non-repeating decimals. Okay, when you have a fraction, right? When you get an answer, non-terminating, okay, that means it's going to continue, and then non-repeating. Non-repeating means you get an answer, and then terminating, remember when you have 3.333 and you have to put a bar there at the top. That means 3 is going to continue forever. Okay, let's go back now to our question here. Select all the numbers below that are irrational. So of course we have 5,462.263. That's not an irrational. Now square root of 19. Square root of 19 is not a perfect square. That means this square root of 19 is irrational. Remember, all the numbers that cannot come out of the square root are irrational. The same thing here. Square root of 61. I don't think there are two numbers multiplied together will give you 61. So those two are irrational. That's not irrational. 3.33. Repeating decimal, not irrational. And we know that square root of 25 is actually 5. So the only two answers are square root of 19 and square root of 61. Because both of these, square root of 19 and square root of 61, are non-perfect squares. So those numbers cannot come out of the square root. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope after this explanation, you know clearly what is an irrational number. Okay? Make sure if you have to pause this video, pause it. And please remember that square roots of non-perfect squares are irrational. I circled them for you, right? Those numbers cannot come out of the square root. And then we have pi, Euler's number, golden ratio, and other non-terminating and non-repeating decimals. You see, this example 0.101001, the numbers are non-terminating and non-repeating. Thank you all so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and stay tuned for our next video, question number 9. All the best to you.